guys, it's John McNamara, host, Running Vegas. We're talking local sports, business, real estate. If you guys like what we see, subscribe, follow us on Running Vegas podcast. Today, got my co-host in the house, George Hernandez.
What up?
Woo! And we got a special guest, Mr. Bannion Brooks, owner of Drill and Hang.
Hey, thanks guys. What an introduction.
Right? Yes,
wow,
sir.
I mean,
bro.
yeah,
You said it was going to be live.
Breath, right.
Man, he had the drum roll. You got the announcements.
Well, we got a special guest. We got to make a big deal about it.
Hey, I don't know how special, but I'll take it. I'll take the congratulations. I'll definitely take it.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for being on. So let's hear more about you. Where are you from?
Dude, basically, from Utah, when I was a kid, moved down here. I've literally watched the city grow from the ground up. 30-something years here.
Wow.
Took over the family business, so we're just kind of just loving Vegas, loving the growth, hate the traffic, which everybody could tell you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we're here. We're just
I love that
surviving.
The Drill and Hang is a family business.
So what is Drill and Hang?
Right.
Podcast
Let's get into that, yeah.
We're in Vegas. I have been told Drill and Hang plenty of times. I've got the question of, are you part of a adult industry?
Right.
And I'm like, no. So Drill and
Are
Hang.
you part of Magic Mike?
Right. After hours, hit us up. No, actually, I came up with a name because my dad had such a basic name when he had the company. It was just like Southwest Blinds, and so I was like, what can I come up with that's catchy, that kind of explains what we do.
Right. We
drill, then we hang. We hang window coverings. And so it's catchy. We've got a cool brand, cool logo. A lot of people like it.
Yeah.
And
when in Vegas.
Controversy. There's a lot of little
for sure.
innuendos about it, adult
For
innuendos.
Sure.
So
Smart.
that's what I kind of think. It kind of creates a vibe. It creates a conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can kind of go dirty. You can kind of stay clean.
Right.
You can kind of go which way with it.
So how did that
memorable.
transition go? So who owned the company before your dad?
So my grandpa did.
Your grandpa.
Yeah.
So you're third generation.
I'm third generation.
Okay.
I'm very proud of that. I'm hoping Gramps upstairs is looking down at us going, wow.
Yeah.
He kind of hated window coverings. He owned a furniture and flooring company, but people kept asking, so he brought it into his business. A few years into it, he was tired of it, so he told my dad, this is yours.
Right.
And so my dad's been doing it since the early 70s, and then
Oh, wow.
my mom retired, so I was like, Pops, it's time for you to go.
Right,
so
right.
myself and my brother-in-law took the business over, and we brought our cousin on, so they run the installation side of things, and I run the business side of things. So it's
Nice.
pretty cool.
Excellent. Okay.
So how was the transition for the name? Like, were they all about it? Did you guys have to have a meeting and it's like, okay, Drill and Hang, yeah, we're for it? Or were they
Did
a
that
little
just go over
hesitant?
their head, though, too? Like,
My dad was
Well, no, not if you're a guy. Well,
I don't
you did
know.
grow up in Utah. You
with
did
that.
say you grew up in Utah. Hey.
yeah, so...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
my dad
It's always
wasn't-
the people that are more quiet that you got to be careful for, though.
I was telling you. My dad wasn't really for it. You know what I mean? He's like, why do you have to change things and
Right.
make things? And he's old school, you know what I mean? Where contracts were handshakes. You just knew people who knew people that knew you. And now when we've got social media, we've got podcasts,
Right.
we've got all these
We need all
different
the
things.
Yeah.
How can we change this to go with the times?
Right.
We've got the van wraps. We've got
I know.
phone
I saw
logos,
it. I didn't
yeah.
see it last time. It was
the
pretty
brand
cool.
new, we got it all
Yeah.
redone, and so it's like we just keep putting money back into the business to build a brand so that people
Right.
can see it and notice
Right.
it, And he's kind of, why are you doing that? But then
Right.
now what you see growing from our trees and our seeds that we've been planting,
Yeah.
it's astronomically different from when my dad owned it. So he's very
Yeah.
proud of us.
Awesome.
He's very
Very
proud of
cool.
us.
Yeah, it's easy to remember, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Right.
Southwest is kind of, you see it all the time, so it's very
Right.
clever, and you see you're big on social media too. So
All right, thank you.
you've done a really good job with branding.
Trying, you know what I mean? Trying.
Do you have anything else coming out for your branding and kind of get your name out there a little bit more? You guys, the company.
Little dog toys.
Actually,
right?
bro, I was gonna say I got you guys the swag bag. I don't know who wants to take on the opportunity to open it,
All
but
right,
we have definitely got.
we like
How much
Hey.
is it? Yeah. So
Can't-
I don't. like to talk about myself too much, but October is
Go
my
ahead.
birthday month.
Oh! And on the first, so look, you get
Yeah,
the first
dude, for
present,
real.
first day of
Oh,
October.
dude. Luna's getting this.
Right.
You want to open the other one?
Now it's your birthday.
Oh.
Hey, there you go.
Well, there you go.
So we've got a
All right,
bunch
so
of
what's in
cool-
the goodie bag? Oh.
Oh.
That's for, some of the boys, they like the drills. Some
Pow
of the...
pow.
I gotta watch myself nowadays.
Oh, little koozies. We'll definitely
Oh,
use these.
that was our
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, cool.
We got
Well, thank you.
koozies,
I
Koozies,
love
little
keychains.
keychains. We probably need those for.
Keychain.
There's some stickers in
chains.
there. We've
Thank you,
got-
dude.
What else we got in there?
Bearing gifts. I love
Yeah,
it.
just
We
all
need
kinds
more
of this
guests to
branding
give us
stuff.
gifts every time they come on.
Well, hey,
Yeah, this is the first time, right?
think so.
I don't think we've gotten a
but
gift
you
before.
did start with
Got soup
the
one time.
best company that you got in here. You know what I mean?
That
Like
is
I've always
true.
been told, if you go to someone's house, you always take them a gift. This is your guys' house. I'm bringing you guys.
I like
gifts.
that. Yeah, you know,
what
my
I mean?
mom says that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like old school.
Yeah, it is.
This respect. Like my grandpa always said that you go anywhere, always take flowers, always take a bottle of wine or champagne,
yeah.
depending on who the people you deal with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
For sure.
you got to know your people before you go.
Right.
Yeah.
I figured.
We have
He
similar
likes
values.
swag.
Yeah,
And
thank
And
you.
his
We
birthday
appreciate it.
started
Yeah.
yesterday.
Hey.
Yeah, it
So,
did. Yesterday was officially the
Happy
commencement
birthday.
of.
Do you want to sing you happy birthday right now?
No.
Okay.
So that I don't
didn't
like.
bring a cake.
Yeah. No. It's okay. That I get embarrassed. Yeah.
Right.
All right, cool. So what have been like your big growth moments and challenges this last year?
Challenges. You guys are very familiar with this because this is your brand, the real estate industry. You know, a lot of people are kind of scared to pull triggers on homes as if,
Yeah.
you know, we're living in some twilight of this 2 to 3% interest rate, which has never happened, which will never happen again.
Right.
Yeah.
And so everybody's thinking, oh, I'm waiting for this moment. Well, historically, we've all been at the 5.5 to 7.5% interest rate for the last 30 plus years. So
Right.
what's the big
Right.
fiasco of buying a home? You know, so, you know, people are kind of waiting because I think they're thinking it's going to come back. Well, anyone that has common sense knows it's not going to come back.
Right.
So, you know, the market's kind of up and down, which I know you guys see a lot.
Yeah.
But that's kind of directed us to a different market.
Okay.
We've actually opened up a brand new commercial department. So we've been dealing a lot
congrats.
more with commercial
Wow.
projects, commercial lines, which is kind of a little better. You know, you deal with one
Yeah.
subcontractor. The jobs are astronomically huge. So you're
Right.
on one location, one place, couple $100,000 job, and you're just dealing with a contractor
Right.
Yeah.
who just wants it done on time so he
Right.
can get paid, we can get paid, and everybody's
Right.
out of the job.
More about numbers than emotions, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't care. They just want a good product, you to show up, get the job done. They can turn the keys over to the end
Right,
user,
right.
and everybody's happy.
Well, now that you're doing commercial, are you going to more focus on that more, or just kind of depending
No.
on the market?
Yeah,
and
just
where
depending.
you can get business. Okay.
And back to where I originally, you know, started with the combo is how can you adjust to environments? You know, when we changed the name, I adjusted to social media, I adjusted to marketing.
Right.
The housing industry with normal, you know, us normal folks, it's kind of like dead in the water right now. You know, so what do we do to adjust to make sure we've got,
You have to pivot.
you know, income coming in and payroll still being made? So we started getting into the commercial, and then we've had a couple of big brands in the valley, which I had a lot of respect for, close doors.
Wow.
You know, they filed BK, and these were big brand companies, and that kind of left companies like us that can adjust and pivot with a smaller overhead absorb their loss. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Getting market share.
it's kind of grateful that they closed doors, but in the same aspect, from a normal human being situation, I feel bad because it put a lot of people out of work.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, dang, you guys were a staple in our, you know, our area, and now you're not here.
Right.
So
I'm glad you bring light to that though, because like you just said, changing the name, having the branding, having the Instagram, it's no longer just good enough to provide a service, right? That's what we do. We make sure that somebody gets into the home, that the contract looks good and all of that stuff. But you know, it's like the branding is
Right.
just as important and just pivoting that way. So yeah, that's
Yeah, and it's good too that you're creating market share as well, because I know like even in our industry as well, we're having a lot of agents leave the industry. Half the agents aren't even doing a deal a year right now,
Right.
so it's opportunities for people that can survive recessions.
Right.
I do think we're in a recession. People never really talk about it. But
100% agree.
yeah, it's
Right.
like
100% agree.
when the Great Recession was going on, nobody said recession until after it was over, right?
Isn't that funny?
Right.
They
Yeah,
don't
how's
wanna
that
bring it to
work? We don't like
attention.
that word.
Yeah, it's the R word, you know?
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's great that you're pushing through it. You're surviving through it, and you brought up a really good point. It's like, yeah, you just gotta kind of keep pushing through, because on the other side of that, well, when the market does come back, that's where we actually make our money.
Exactly.
You know? So
the green
or the big
pastures,
money, I should say.
you know, you cross over the bridge to the green pastures.
Yeah.
But that's, I think, the good thing too with being a family-run business and being tight-knit. You know, all of us have the same take on the business. So it's
Right.
like from start, meaning me coming out to your home to finish the installation, the guys all have the same amount of pride in what we're doing, because
Right.
Yeah.
it's still our family, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not like you hire up, you know, I love these companies out here that are like, oh, family owned, but
Yeah.
but you're not family operated. You hire up all these other people, which make you either look
Subcontract,
bad or whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
We're family owned and operated, so we're from start to finish all family.
Yeah.
So tell us the locations you serve, because I have a funny story. We're flying somewhere, and I hear my name, and it's you on the escalator at like
Oh,
5
yeah,
in the
I forgot
morning
about that.
at the
Bro,
airport.
that's crazy.
You were going to San Diego, and I'm like,
Yes.
he's like, that's your name. I'm like, no. So my first response to
I
everything is
totally
always
forgot about that.
no.
Right.
And then it's you.
And
So
then
but
here
you were
I
going to
am.
San Diego. You were doing a fancy house, a luxury
Yes,
home.
down on the beach.
Yeah. So
Um,
tell us more about the locations you serve here, and do you go to Cali often?
I go
or?
everywhere. Like, it sounds crazy because Vegas is such a transient town, right? And especially because our economy is so low priced based off of everywhere else. I've had clients from San Diego when I ran into you
Right.
guys at the airport, which was kind of cool. So we do a lot of stuff in California because there's a lot of people transferring from California
Right.
here. I've done some stuff in Florida, Texas, Ohio.
wow. It's kind of all over.
Just everywhere.
Yeah.
I was just up in Coeur d'Alene, up in Idaho, for another client that has a house here.
Yeah.
But they've got a cabin up there, and they were like, "Can you come and do our stuff too?" So that kind of falls back to the taking pride in what you do, because
Right.
people will notice it. And funny enough is with my expenses of travel, with my expenses of hotel, rental car, product, we were still less than their local
Wow.
company that they were dealing with.
Yeah.
You know, so and it happens all the time, because I think, you know, we don't have that huge overhead. We're not greedy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We just want to eat, survive
Yeah.
for another day, another job. You know?
Well, that's what I liked about you too, because you came into our office and sat down with us, spent time with us,
Yes.
and you don't really see that. Like that's you built connection with us and showed us the quality, and you broke it all down for us, and that's a great way to build a business, especially with everything that's going to be changing in the future with AI and connection. I think relationships are going to be even more important in the future. So.
100% agree with that.
But it felt very authentic when we met with you, and I appreciated it, because that always goes a long way. I love a hustler and somebody will
Right.
just take the time with you, because I'll remember that.
Right.
So
And that's I've lived by that. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't create relationships with people and stay true to your relationships, especially with my name, I've got a very unique name.
yeah.
How many Banyans have you ever met in your entire life?
Yeah, you were the first.
One.
Yeah.
And it's not like you can say George or John or
Right.
Jimmy. You know, you're like, which one?
Yeah.
I mean, I could go through my phone and
I got to
type in-
change my name, bro. Yeah, in real estate, that's how I'm going to stand out.
I
But,
guess so.
but that's what my dad told me. He goes, you've got a unique name.
So who chose
to
your
where-
name?
Actually, my
And how
dad
did it come about?
My dad
I
did.
want to know, yeah.
He used to work in the pineapple fields in Hawaii
Oh,
when he was a
wow.
kid.
Dole.
And he actually ate lunch every day underneath the banyan tree, which is still there at Lahaina.
Oh.
And his name was George. So back to the typical name.
Well, so-
Okay. Here I am.
His name is George, and it's kind of like he wanted something unique for his kids.
Right.
And he really liked the tree. He spelt it a little different, but he named me after the tree in Hawaii. Just to
Yeah.
be something
So do all your
completely-
siblings have a unique name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm the oldest of four. My brother's name is Caleb from the Bible.
Okay.
My sister's name is Solana, which is Spanish for sunshine.
Okay.
Which she is pasty white, blonde hair. She looks like a ray of sun. Like,
Yeah.
And then my other sister's name is Jocelyn. So all four of us kind of got really interesting, unique names. None of us have a middle name, which a lot of people
Which
think
is kind of cool.
Kind of weird and cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I think it's cool too. I just never heard of not having a middle name.
Yeah, my mom removed her middle name.
Oh, I didn't even know that was
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
Look at
Never
this,
had a
learn
middle
something
name,
every day.
so that's everybody's like, you're an actor. I'm like, yeah, without the bank account. So,
I like it.
yeah. So that's kind of like where the name came from.
Yeah.
And I just kind of, no one can ever call me a liar. You might call me an asshole because
Right.
I literally, I will always tell the truth. Like,
Yeah.
you can never say, oh, you lied to me. No, not really.
Yeah.
Check your facts, bro.
Right. Check the receipts.
Yeah.
You're an
check the
authentic man.
receipts.
I
Yeah.
definitely pick up on that.
I'd rather have you be mad at me for telling you the truth than be twice as mad for finding out that I lied to you.
Right.
And I've always lived by that.
That's
So,
good. Yeah. Have you had any unique projects this year, or any like fun stories you want to share on the pod?
Unique projects. We've done a few football players. We've done a few boxers that live out here.
Oh, okay.
We've definitely.
What
had
about
this-
like naughty rooms that need the blind to go down? Back room, like that's.
So we call those our OnlyFans clients.
Oh.
Which we have had a lot of because the
Is
towers.
that the whole blackout, or
Yeah,
what
they-
does that room look like?
Actually, it kind of just has like beds, cameras. It kind of looks like this,
legit.
like literally, like a podcast room. And I'm like,
Well, if you stay tuned.
It looks like a green room.
like facts. Like literally, you
That's
walk in
funny.
and you're like,
It's
okay,
it's a
we get
set.
it. Yeah, it's a set because that's their job. You know what I mean? They're on their own set. you know?
Right.
Probably not this elaborate, there's a lot of stuff, but you got the little rings around the bed and the camera
Yeah.
set up
Lighting,
and the
yeah.
little. So yeah, we've been in a few of those and we've signed a few NDAs for a lot of the superstars that are coming out here.
Nice.
Oh.
Which is kind of cool, because they don't want everyone knowing where they live. As if
Makes
I
sense.
really,
Right.
as if I really care. I'm like, I'm just here to do a job.
Hey, but if you hear they need to buy or sell a home, just give them our card.
Slide,
just
slide that in right there. The Mac team,
it's like, hey, here you go.
Are you a Knights fan or a Raiders fan or
Actually, Eagles fan.
Eagles?
So I don't really care about the Raiders.
Congrats.
I was a Knights fan when they came just because of the whole story behind it, which I think was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
We do go to a lot of games. It's still fun.
Yeah.
Nothing's like an entertainment. Nothing's like a show in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like you guys know
Yeah.
this.
It's different to watch hockey here.
Definitely different.
Yeah.
We've gone to a couple other places to follow the Knights because we've been out of town working, and we're like, let's just
Like,
go
this
to a
isn't
Knights
the
game.
same vibe.
And we're like, it's crickets in here. There's no shows. There's no, there's nothing that goes on. And everybody that comes here says that too. Like, sitting around other fans and they're like, dude, this is crazy. This will never happen back home.
Right.
So
That is the cool thing about Vegas, because
Yeah.
entertainment. I think our fans are pretty cool too. We're easy to get along with. We're not super crazy. It's usually
Right.
like the
Right, it's not
visitors
so
sometimes.
aggressive.
It can get wishy-washy because they come here.
I grew up with
they
soccer. And my
drink.
dad, it's like those kids are there to fight.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yeah,
Hey, brother,
just
you don't
watching
own
the
the
game.
team.
Yeah. Right.
You ain't signing anybody's paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like chill
Like,
out.
we can talk crap back and forth, have fun,
Yeah.
drink a
As long as
beer,
it's
eat a
fun.
hot dog, go
Right.
home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, some guys live, breathe, eat, sleep,
Yeah.
whatever sport it is, and it's like,
So
dude,
do you do the pretend football? What is that called again?
Fantasy
football? No, because to me that's just a distraction from business.
He's a really good coach. At
yeah.
it. Yeah.
My brother-in-law,
It's my
oh
only
my god,
hobby. Only hobby.
he's got the
Real estate.
earpieces.
Okay.
Well, what other hobbies I have? Football.
Oh,
That's it.
My brother-in-law,
Okay.
if he's installing, he's got the earpiece in. He's listening to every sports radio talk host all day long. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Caesar. And he's like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
And it's all sports radio. So he's,
Yeah.
You do gotta be careful with it too, because it can be consuming.
Oh,
but it's smart. Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta make sure your business comes first for
That's-
sure.
business and
At the end of the
clients
day, your
always
team
comes
doesn't
first.
really care.
Yeah.
What they win the Super Bowl, they don't, or whatever. They win the
Right,
championship.
right.
It doesn't really affect your life at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So,
Like I said, I'm not the one writing the checks. I'm just
Right.
supporting the team.
Right,
So
right.
it's kind of cool that way.
So what is your personal goals and your business goals look like for the next 5 years?
Obviously, just to keep taking care of clients. You know what I mean? Our biggest form of business is, you know, not only the vans, the vehicles, but it's kind of like how I ran into you guys, word of mouth. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's see who this guy is, let's see what his business is about. I like to stay that way. You know what I mean? I don't want to be too big to where somebody falls between the cracks. I don't want to be too big to where our customer service, our production, our installation falls under what I would recommend or what I would approve of. So, you know, if we grow a little bit bigger, I'm okay with that. You know, I don't need to be the big guy on the street. You know, they tend to have more problems than somebody that is going to be there to answer the phone whenever you call.
Right.
So that's what I kind of like where we're at in our little niche.
How big is the company right now?
We do almost a couple mil a year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We do very well.
And then people-wise,
there's 4 of us.
Okay.
So I've got myself, I've got 2 installers, and then I also have a young lady we brought on for our commercial department. So she deals with a lot of the bids, a lot of the contractors. Of course, I approve everything before it goes out. But yeah, we got 4 of us right now.
Okay,
my wife sometimes will help. My daughters will sometimes pass out flyers if they need gas money or something, you know. But as a whole company, there's about 4 of us.
Okay.
All the time. Yeah.
How many projects would you say you do like a month? Like,
depends on the month, I guess.
Yeah. Do you have seasonality like real estate? Like.
Yeah, so we kind of drop off about in the next month. You know, not a lot of people are wanting to move. Not a lot of people are.
Hot,
it's not only that, it's holidays. You know, you got Thanksgiving coming, Christmas coming, New Year's coming.
Yeah.
So families are starting to get more vacation time.
Right.
So they've got family coming in for Thanksgiving. They want stuff done like right now.
Yeah.
After that, it's kind of a dead season until about February.
Okay.
You know, when people start doing their taxes.
Right.
You know, Christmas is now over. If they want to move before the school season starts because their kids are going to a new school, a new area, new high school.
Yeah.
So about right now, we're going to start, hopefully not, but we always plan for it, seeing a slowdown for the next 2, 3, 4 months.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with.
So what would you say for everybody, because that's a homeowner, because window treatment is important, or at least I think so. It changes up the vibe, right?
1000%.
So what is something that was in back then and is no longer?
Ooh, great question.
Yeah, it's like, so if you're watching this and you're one of our clients and you're going to be selling your home and you have this, maybe switch it up before. And then, you know.
That's a good idea.
But what would you?
I would say a product that I feel is extremely overrated, especially for our area, sounds funny, but shutters.
Yeah.
Everybody wants shutters. And I'm like, why?
I hate them.
Yeah.
Because
plantation shutters?
Yeah.
Plantation shutters, I think. Actually, one of our most popular products that's been fluid for a long time has been motorized roller shades.
Oh, that's
Everybody's
cool.
going into automation. It's push a button, your room can go up. You know, push a button, your room can go down. You can control it with your phone, Alexis, Google, home automation systems.
That's great.
So a lot of people are getting and leaning more towards automated shades, where I think shutters, I still get phone calls for that, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You have to keep them closed all day long.
Right.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
I know,
like,
that
it doesn't
just
make
don't-
sense.
In terms of like pricing and value
They're
compared.
the most expensive.
Yeah.
I could get you a motorized shade 9 times out of 10 less than the cost of a shutter.
Oh, that's great.
You know?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
seems
so
a
for like an
no-brainer.
average price, not an average size home, let's say, what's an average size home? Like 1,800
The easiest
square
rule of
feet?
thumb.
1,800.
To 1,800, like
I tell them
windows, if you were to
1%.
give them 1% of what?
If you
Okay.
plan on about 1% of your cost,
This is important to know because so many people are even scared to make the call because they're
my
like, oh, the
gosh.
Right.
console, and then how do I say no? It's going to be too expensive.
yeah. No, I
And
tell
it's huge.
people, and this is where it falls back kind of on real estate agents too. You know, if they had the information, they had the knowledge, they're able to tell their client, hey, if you could plan on X for appliances, or, you know, Y for your backyard, or Z for your window coverings.
Right.
And 1% is usually like a pretty good rule of thumb, depending on how crazy you want to get with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not to throw shade,
Yeah.
but I always tell them, I'm
I
like,
see
you
what you did
just,
I install shades, not going to
you know
throw
where
shade
it's
though.
coming. But I tell clients too, I'm like, you just
I'm quick
just
with
paid
it.
your
Yeah.
3%. You know what I mean?
Too funny.
And they sometimes get sticker shocked, and you're like, dude, it's $5 grand, $7 grand, you know,
Right.
10 grand. I'm like, well, wait a minute, you just bought this $500,000 house and you
Right.
didn't have an issue paying your agent 3%.
Right.
Yeah.
But you got an issue paying us 1%, which we're going to save you so much money throughout your whole life of your home.
Yeah.
So, and then when
Commission isn't a set price, guys.
Right.
Just so you guys know, I do got to say that.
He's not an agent.
I'm not an agent, so it's 3%. You know, I could do it for more. So, let's start there.
There you go. But that's how sometimes
I'm
I
not
break
going to
it
be
down
the
to 'em.
cheapest either, so hey, I could do it for more.
Yeah.
So don't
It's
think
all-
that's my fee.
Which is true.
You
know
get
I
what
mean?
you pay for.
Yep,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get
Oh, for sure.
I tell that to people all the time. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You know, and people say, I love people when they call, and the first question when they call is, how much are you charging for a quote? If you're already asking to negotiate, and we haven't even talked to you, I don't even know what I'm measuring. I don't know what you want for
Right,
a product.
Right.
You know, I almost shy away from that.
Yeah.
Because in the long run, you don't care about what we're providing for you. You don't care about the quality of the product you're receiving.
Right.
If you're already asking how much we're charging for a free quote, which it's written all over our website,
Right.
all
Red
over our
flag.
vans.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Those clients are the hardest.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Right,
They're almost impossible
like
to
our,
please.
our,
Yeah.
our best clients are the ones that are not that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They see value in service, and
Yeah,
there
because
are
they
some
see
people
the
out there that
reviews.
just they don't care about service.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
want the best price. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's how I ask them right after that. Do you care more about price, or you care about more about quality?
Right.
Well, you know, okay, when you say that, that's instantly you care about price.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Home Depot is right down the street. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And then you'll call me in 2 years later when it's fallen apart, and
Right.
then you've now spent money twice.
Right.
Hey, so let me ask you this, because I don't know if I heard this correct. So the blinds now that have the strings, those are no longer allowed, right? Because kids were choking on it. So now
Oh.
they're
Certain
all-
blinds.
Oh, okay.
Certain
I
blinds.
didn't know
Obviously,
that was
roller
true.
shades, you have to have a chain mechanism, but
Okay.
they have like this
Oh.
new attachment.
Okay.
That's why I think a lot of people are going to automation, is because, you know, indirectly it's a cool feature. You walk
Right.
into your house and everybody's like,
That is
oh,
cool.
they think
That
you're
is
so
cool.
bougie, but the price is not that crazy.
Right.
To motorize a shade, you're probably $200.
Yeah.
And they're all rechargeable. So just like our phones, they're all rechargeable.
Are they solar rechargeable? I think I asked you this before.
You can do solar panels
Right.
on certain windows that are high up if you wanted to.
Right.
But most of the shades, you just plug them in, let them charge for 2 hours, and you're good for another 8 months to a year before you have to charge them again.
Oh, that's pretty
You
good.
know, so it's not like you're charging them every 3 hours
And
with
is
these
this on a cool app
phones.
now?
Yep.
Usually? Okay.
Cool apps. Everything can
Dude,
be linked
yeah,
to your
yeah.
home. You can set timers on your phone so they automatically go up, automatically go down at certain times of the day. There's a lot of cool features you can do
Yeah.
with
Oh, cool.
automation, and the prices, to me, I don't think it's that out of line.
So if
You know?
it's Sunday afternoon, they're going down.
Game day. You know, set up the ESPN alert in the background.
Like no distractions.
Do you have any advice for a business owner out there?
Stay true to you.
I like that.
Stay true to you. Stop trying to follow everybody else. Stop trying to be like everybody else. Stop trying to post like everybody else. Just do you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
people
I'm a
are.
little crazy, so I feel like I need to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, when
Well, maybe a lot
people are
of
just going to know, like you said, you know,
Yeah.
what you were just stating, authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people know when you're
Separates you.
fake. People know when you're real.
Yeah.
You know, what's the rapper quote? Real recognizes real.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a true statement. You
Real
know, like-
lies recognize real lies.
Yeah, exactly.
there you
Yeah. Sprinkle. But no, that's
No
I always
shade,
say
no
that.
shade.
Yeah. I would say to stay true to you. You
I
know,
like
don't
that.
try to
Good
be
advice.
anybody else. Just be you.
That's
And
good.
people will recognize it. You know.
When you're not working, what do you do for fun?
Actually, I've got a 4-year-old. I got a COVID baby, and I love playing with him. To be honest
That's
with you,
awesome.
I love family. Like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are so
everything.
wrapped up in these all day, so wrapped up in
Yeah.
social media, social this. They forget about where the base or foundation should be,
Yeah.
and that's your family. Like I try to turn it off for one day, focus on my wife, focus on my family, focus on my girls. One of them's pregnant right now, and the other one's in college, and then I got little man at home. So
Wow.
I'm very proud of everybody, and you try to fold in everybody's schedules,
Right.
and it's still very difficult, but I try to focus on family, man.
Awesome.
That's where I'm at.
Well, that was a quick pod. I feel like we just started.
I know,
Dude, it's like we could talk for
I
hours.
know. We gotta get you back on. Thanks
Dude,
for being on, dude.
would love to be back
We
on,
appreciate
definitely.
you.
Thank you, buddy.
I want to thank my
Yeah.
brothers, George and Nanny. If you guys are interested in this service, hit Bannion up.
Give us a
guys,
call.
we're going to Vegas to give us up today.
Thank you guys. Give us a call.